A pivotal occasion. We're not yet at the stage of watching a title decider, but this is something of a final eliminator between a couple of proven heavyweights. We know all about Manchester United's durability, but can Liverpool protect what has in the recent past proved to be a fairly fragile jaw? Well, to help them, Paul Ince is back for his first competitive match here since he left United. He's getting quite a rude reception, and to add spice, he claims he was pushed out against his will. But there's no Karl-Heinz Riedler in this Liverpool team. The German injured his back while having his lunch. Dangerous stuff, food. So Danny Murphy partners Michael Owen, as he did in last summer's Under-20 World Championship. The United team is that which finished Monday's win at Blackburn. Teddy Sheringham stays on the bench. Nicky Butt's presence allows Paul Scholes to push further forward. Yellow about their performance. This is always a highly charged occasion. The atmosphere is vibrant. And an early mistake by Paul Scholes as Phil Neville settles into his midfield position today, giving Liverpool this throw. Murphy. Left it a little short, and Giggs is through. The challenge of Matteo. Ryan Giggs all the way through, and it falls to Scholes, off the line by Phil Babb. He saved the day inside the opening minute and 20 seconds.
Well, it's a sloppy ball by Danny Murphy, well intercepted by Ryan Giggs. He'd be disappointed with the finish, just the goalie to beat. And Paul Scholes followed up, and yet a great clearance by Phil Babb.
Become quite threatening. It's McManaman. Awkward bounce for Schmeichel. Owen went in as the ball spilt loose just for a second. Schmeichel doesn't look too pleased, but there again, when does he? But McManaman's weaving run, and then there seemed to be a slightly awkward bounce in front of the Danish goalkeeper.
Yes, it was a great run by Steve McManaman. Good effort on the target. Very dangerous on the surface, very wet. And Michael Owens there followed in.
Giggs. Nice back heel through to Irwin, and Matteo got the foot in.
I think this could be the big part of the game, John. Look at the size of Palestine, Jonsson. If you look at the Liverpool side, they haven't got any natural big six-footers who can handle it. And we saw over the year, last season or so, where Liverpool have problems with set pieces.
Well, the troops are in attendance for Beckham's kick, which has got a fair degree of curl on it, but got a header in that maybe he shouldn't have been allowed to get. And the ball's still in play with Beckham, or is it? No, it crept out, and it'll be another corner. But Nicky Butt was able to leap and get in a header virtually unchallenged. Now Liverpool must defend all over again. Beckham once more. Jonsson! Ronnie Jonsson! And Liverpool simply didn't defend the corner. The threat was there, the threat was evident, and the threat was not countered.
Well, as I just said earlier there, John, this is a danger for them. Ronnie Jonsson, Paul Ince seems to have got ahead of him. Arnie Cole does a great job on the goalkeeper, sort of stopping him coming out. Ronnie Jonsson, free header, 6 yards. You can't allow players that ability, free headers.
No wonder they're congratulating the older of the two Nevilles, because when Owen managed to squeeze the ball across, you'd have put your mortgage on McManaman. Here comes the cross, and it's wide of goal, and the threat has gone.
Yeah, it was a great...
McManaman. It's a little better from Liverpool. Michael Owen. Leonardson struggling for ground in the centre. Jones. Alistair's header. Here is Leonardson. Came off his shin, but this is Paul Ince. Ince with the shot, and Schmeichel got a vital touch. But for that, it might have crept in.
It was a great effort. I think it took a slight deflection though. Was it off Pallister or Jonsson? Yes, it did, Gary Pallister. That's a great save.
Corner taken short to Murphy. McManaman. Leonardson had to stretch for it. Not as far as Dominic Matteo. Harkness, the left back. Now Owen. And McManaman is free on the far side if Owen can see him. McManaman screaming for it, but Owen wants to go it alone. And then followed through recklessly on Schmeichel. And Michael Owen has tackled himself into trouble, one suspects, with a challenge that had been brewing for some time.
Well, here it is. The ball's away. and he's very lucky here just to get the yellow card if he gets a yellow. Obviously something's been said after the first incident, the first 5 minutes, and that's very late. He's very fortunate just to get a yellow there, Michael Owen.
On other days, with other officials, it could even have been red. McManaman, Leonardson, Redknapp, Murphy. Jones is over to the far side. It's back with Danny Murphy. And now McManaman, there's no flag! McManaman! Well, that's twice that he's missed when you would have backed him to score. Owen is off and Pallister was caught back on his heels. Here's Michael Owen! And Pallister's mistake gives Michael Owen the equaliser for Liverpool. No wonder there's a look of anguish on the England centre-back's face, but the pace of Michael Owen was extraordinary. Schmeichel, with whom he had the altercation, beaten, but Pallister, as other centre-backs before him must have thought, reckoned there wasn't a danger. But the speed of Owen is something else.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix-up there. You can see Gary Pallister stops. He thinks Schmeichel, who's normally there and clears them with his right foot, wasn't there.
There is a slight breeze which is playing havoc with that ball forward. And was Johnson caught by Owen? Well, the referee is reaching for his pocket, and Michael Owen, for the first time in his professional career at club level, has been sent off for a second reckless bookable offence. The first one very definitely was reckless. Roy Evans shifting uneasily as Michael Owen makes an early exit for catching Johnson late.
Well, unfortunately for Michael, a little bit hot-headed today. I think the big occasion and the crowd's got to him a little bit. And Schmeichel has seemed to have been wound him up, but that is a late challenge, and unfortunately he has got a goal, which is a shame.
Experience in this Liverpool team, experience of situations just like this, but they've lost out to Phil Neville on this occasion. Beckham had to stretch and couldn't keep the ball. Murphy, deft touch to Leonardson, who's got past Pallister. Now this could be a story if Leonardson could score here, but yet again Peter Schmeichel with one of those saves that he produces at regular intervals throughout every season, it seems. At crucial moments of crucial games, he always seems to come out on top, as Øyvind Leonardson can now testify. Who still have to face the corner from Murphy. Hardly any height available to them. It's Pallister who got his head to it. And now Thornley.
Danny Murphy is definitely causing the two centre-halves problems with his movement. I think Palestine don't know which ones to pick him up, and it's causing problems.
McManaman. Now Beckham. Got out by Harkness. A bit of a battle to establish superiority. They need plenty of vocal support. Here's Dennis Irwin. Cole. Hustled off it by Jones. Now Thornley. But Philip Neville. Cole, Scholes and Beckham all inside the penalty area. Can Irwin find one of them? Good header out by Phil Babb, only as far as Gary Neville. Thornley has time to weigh up the cross, which has fallen for Gary Neville. Sheringham, just for a second it was stuck under the defender's feet. It's back again with Thornley. With Friedel stranded. Has that earned Liverpool a point? Has that denied Manchester United 2 points?
Yeah, Terry Sheringham puts a cross in, deflected by Ince. And it's the first time really Bradfield today has made the wrong decision.
Still, the crosses rain in on that Liverpool penalty area, this time from Beckham, and that's another corner. 2 minutes remaining of normal time. Taken by Beckham. And then by Friedel. Goals! It's still Scholes! Well, it wouldn't just have been the manager of Manchester United that paused for breath there, but also one suspects the manager of a London-based team who has a very distinct interest in the outcome.
Does everything right, puts his balance right, looks at it. Unfortunately, it's just inches past the post.
Trafford down the years, are we to see another? Well, here's Paul Scholes. Sheringham's forced wide. Liverpool surviving by the skin of their teeth. Redknapp in the way that time. That earns them a point, and much more significantly, denies 2 extra points to the reigning Premiership champions. Rob Jones with that late goal line clearance, but it's one of his colleagues, Michael Owen, who will make the news for scoring the equalising goal past Peter Schmeichel after Ronnie Johnson had put United in front, and for then being sent off for his second